Daredevil, a pretty hot character right now, but what are the top 10 comics I'd want to own in my collection? Let's find out. Welcome back to another video. This really popped when I saw it. That to me is a monster increase. Again, this book got hot. This book is ready to go higher. So let's jump right into it. We are back today with another statue review from Diamond Select Toys. Without further ado, let's get into the review. What is good, YouTube? This is Lawrence over at Mighty Comics and Collectibles, and thank you for joining me for another video. Today we're talking about Daredevil, and I want to tell you guys my top 10 books that I'd want to own in my collection relating to this character. But like always, guys, whenever I do these top 10s, top 5s, I warn you, these are my top 10 books. Doesn't mean it's going to agree with what you buy. Do yourself a favor, do your due diligence, pick out the books that you want to own. But before we get started, like always, I ask you, if you're not a current subscriber of the channel, do me a favor, go ahead and click the subscribe button for me. You will not regret it. I told you I'm giving something massive away when we get to 4,000 subs. Check it out. I told you guys from here on out, I'm going to be giving something out of my personal collection away every 1,000 subscribers from here on out. And we're just about almost at 4,000. I think we're about 600 and change away. Guess what, guys? This is the 4,000 sub giveaway. It is this awesome 1/10 scale Thanos diorama from Infinity War. I want to tell you, this thing is freaking awesome. It is nearly perfect for a Thanos statue. So do me a favor, go ahead, click that subscribe button for me, smash that like button, and let's give this sucker away as soon as possible. With that said, I want you to go ahead and smash that like button, because if we get this thing out to 200 likes by Thursday, I'm giving something away out of my personal collection. So please, let's get this thing out to 200 likes. With that said, let's talk some Daredevil. We're going to start at the top spot like we always do. It is a copy of Daredevil #1 and the first appearance of Matt Murdock and Daredevil. But not only that, this is the first appearance of Foggy Nelson and Karen Page, and a CGC 2.0. Just sold this month for $2,699, believe it or not. That actually is a pretty good deal. I remember I bought a 2.0 raw copy way back when, paid about $3,000 for it, so this book is down a little bit, and I think right now is a great time to go ahead and buy. Whenever I talk about Daredevil 1, I always talk about how way back when the comic boom started, this book was so undervalued and really shot up over the past year and a half, but starting to trickle down yet again. It's a great time to buy this book. At the 2 spot on this list is a copy of Daredevil #2 and the second appearance of Daredevil. But not only that, this book is a double second appearance. It is the second appearance of Electro and one of my favorite Daredevil covers. And a CGC 3.0 just sold this month for only $400, believe it or not. I remember this book was going for well over $600, right around the same grade. To me, this is also a great buy, a double second appearances. And you guys know I don't always buy second appearance book, but this one is definitely cheap enough. At number 3 on this list is a copy of Amazing Spider-Man #16, and of course the fourth appearance of Daredevil. But not only that, this is the first appearance of this character outside of his own title. I believe it or not, I did not know that until I researched this issue. And a CGC 3.5 just sold this month for $495, believe it or not. This book has also come down over the past couple of months. I remember this book in about mid-grade, maybe a little bit lower than that, was going for almost $600 to $700. Now a 3.5 down to $495. This one I definitely pick up. At number 4 on this list is a classic key. It is a copy of Daredevil #7 and the first appearance of Daredevil's iconic red costume. I have owned this book in the past. Unfortunately, I do not own it any longer, but definitely I'd love to pick up another copy. And a CGC 4.0 just sold last month for $282, believe it or not. Another book that has really come down over the past couple of months. This is an iconic key that not too many people think of when they go after Daredevil. Again, a Silver Age key, an iconic red costume. We cannot talk about Daredevil without talking about his iconic red suit. Coming in at number 5 on this list is a copy of Daredevil #131 and the first appearance of Daredevil's arch nemesis, Bullseye, and a CGC 9.0 just sold this month for $650, believe it or not. And again, a beautiful yellow Bronze Age cover. One of the other books in the Bronze Age that I don't really mention too often, this one and of course first appearance of Elektra, they go hand in hand together. Whenever I recommend this book, I'm always going to say 8.0 or higher, so keep that in mind if you want to own these books. Coming in at number 6 on this list, what else? It is a copy of Daredevil #168 and the first appearance of Elektra. I told you guys these books go hand in hand, and a CGC 9.0 just sold this month for $335, which is actually a pretty good deal. I remember when this book was well close to $500 in a 9.0 grade. It has come down a bunch. I'd want to own this book and the first appearance of Bullseye if we can get them together in matching grades. That's why I put them at a 9.0 each on this list. At number 7 on this list is a copy of Daredevil number 170 and the first appearance of the Kingpin in the Daredevil title. I bet you a lot of people know about this book. And a CGC 9.6 just sold this month for only a measly $64, believe it or not. A small key that nobody ever seems to talk about. You guys know I'm a big Kingpin fan. I want to own Amazing Spider-Man number 50, his first appearance. But hey, if you can't go out and get that book, you want a minor key, how about the first appearance of Kingpin in the Daredevil title? That to me is a book I want to own. Coming in at number 8 is a copy of Daredevil number 181 and the Death of Elektra. You guys are really familiar with the cover of this book. And a CGC 9.6, believe it or not, only sold for $72. To me, that is absolutely insane for an iconic storyline, a classic yellow cover to boot. I love this one. For under $100, you can go out and get a 9.6 copy of this book. I'm all over it. At number 9 on this list is a copy of Daredevil number 183 and the first battle between Daredevil and the Punisher. Again, a nice cool cover. I always see this one when I go to my LCS. It seems they always have a copy of this book. And a CGC 9.8 just sold last month for $268, believe it or not. Again, I don't think you need to go out and get a 9.8 copy of this book. I took a 9.8 because I figured it was still cheap enough to put on this list. But hey, if you just want to own the book in your collection, go out and get yourself an 8.0, 9.0 copy. Doesn't have to be super high grade like this. Definitely a book I want to own when relating to the Daredevil. And rounding out the top 10 on this list is a copy of Daredevil number 5. And of course, this is the issue where they redesigned the classic chest emblem of Daredevil. I did not know about this book until I actually did some research on it. And a CGC 4.5 just sold last month for only $150, believe it or not. I'm not sure if this is the 5th appearance of Daredevil or not, but either way, for $150, a Silver Age key, the first time we see that iconic chest emblem, how could you not want to own this book? That's why I had to put it at the 10th spot. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. A lot of great information from some of these lists, which I'm really finding out and I'm really enjoying. This is Lawrence over at Mighty Comics and Collectibles saying thank you for watching. If you haven't checked out my website, do yourself a favor, mightycollects.com. I just listed a whole slew of new slabs for sale. I will talk to you guys soon.